All right, y'all. We're back at it again, doing another podcast. Today we got my brother-in-law, Alberto Murillo, aka Tito.
What's up, everybody?
And today he's gonna let us know a little bit about run club that he started. It's called Authentic Run Club. Get to know a little bit about what the purpose is and what's the goal of the run club. So from here on out, I'll let Tito take over.
What's up, everybody? I want to introduce myself, Albert, Alberto, Tito, however you guys may know me, all of the above. So basically, yeah, I started this run club about 2 months ago with the intention for more fellowship with the men. I just started going to church as well. I started my life going back at church again about like 6, 7 months ago. So I just would like to have more fellowship with the men at church, outside of church, at home, in my neighborhood, at work. Just basically for us, the men, to come together and be active, be active with one another, and basically, yeah. For now, that's basically the introduction of my the reason why I started the run club.
Okay. So Tito, on the run club, what is the requirements? Do you have requirements, or do you have like special members that can add, or people who can or cannot add? Can women add? Can kids add into the
Okay.
run club? A little bit of that.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. So basically, anybody can join the run club. Essentially, it's not like just runners. Beginners can start running at their own pace, at their own
Yeah, that's
time.
good because you people. If I
Yeah.
go run, I'll be a little gassed out.
Yeah, no, yeah, definitely. So yeah, I encourage you just to make it out to where the runs are. Reach out to me. Let me know if you're gonna be pulling up or not. The info is all on my in the Run Club page, Authentic Run Club. I'm pretty sure he'll have it
Yeah,
tagged as
we're
well.
gonna we're gonna tag his
Yeah,
Instagram page on there, and also anything that deals with the run club on there, so you guys can go check it out. And
sweet.
where's this the runs? Where mainly areas do you do it? Because I know he lives in LA,
Yeah.
so what areas of here do you?
I've been recently running in Long Beach. I've been to Fullerton. I've been to Buena Park, Whittier. So it's all LAOC County. I'm willing to drive 30 minutes, 40 minutes just for a run with you guys. So definitely wherever you guys would like want to meet up and run, essentially just send me a DM and I'll be able to do that with you. I'll link up. I'll go to you, and we'll run or even walk, jog. Don't be scared of the action of just being out there and being active. Like is just to train your mind to get better habits and be healthier, have a healthier lifestyle.
Okay, all
Yeah.
right, yeah, that's what's up. So yeah,
I
pretty
think I
much,
want to I want to add on too for how you said for the kids and like
yeah,
what requirements.
yeah.
I also do hikes. I will be doing hikes every once a month, so everybody's welcome. Families, fur babies. If you guys have cats or dogs, you guys are
Oh yeah,
everybody's
that's a good
welcome.
one.
Everybody's
Yeah.
welcome. So not just if you guys are looking for a babysitter, don't look no more. Just bring your kids with you. I'll be having
You know
my
what?
kids
That'll
too.
help because you'll drain the kids out, and then they get home and knock out.
Exactly.
And then not
So
just that, you get them off from being on their phone or being on an iPad or on
exactly.
a
Yeah,
Nintendo, PlayStation, something.
that's a
You
good
get them out
observation.
there and get them, healthy.
Yeah, definitely.
So
That's a good
that's
observation right
that's a
there.
good point. Get out there with your whole family out there.
Yeah,
Because I'm gonna be honest, we get too stuck on the phone, on the social media, and we all need a little bit of healthiness in us.
yeah,
And running, walking,
exactly.
jogging
Yeah,
is good enough.
yeah. So the name is Run Club, right? But don't get scared. It's just go walking, be outside, get some nature, and you get some fresh wind, some sun. Get some sunlight on you. So it's just to live a healthier lifestyle, how you were saying. And
Yeah.
yeah, I agree with you completely about the iPads and being stuck on the phone,
Yeah,
man.
trust me. People do get
Yeah,
stuck on that.
yeah,
And
definitely.
with this run club, what was the purpose like for you to start it? What made you start it? Did you start it on your own? Did somebody else
Uh,
say, "Hey, why don't we do something?"
No, definitely
Or
got inspired, but the thought of being part of a run club was the inspiration to start one. Not by myself, because I wanted to join a club, and I told my girl, I was like, hey baby, like what do you think about me joining a run club? Because you got to run everything by your girls. So yeah, you can't make a decision without them.
Yeah.
So I was like, hey, you know what? Can I? No, no. Like I didn't say can I, but I said, what do you think about like looking for a run club, and if you'd like to join me with this
Right.
run club?
Right.
She's active as well. She lives a healthy lifestyle too, so she loves running as well, hiking, all the outdoor stuff. Bless her heart. So definitely asked her, and then she's like, why join one? Why don't you just create one? So the church that we go to is called Authentic Community Church. So
Okay.
I feel a part of that church is my family. So I was like, you know what? I should just start a run club with that name, Authentic Run Club. So that's essentially the name where it was founded by.
Okay.
So it's the church, Authentic
Oh,
Community
okay. So
Church.
that
Yeah.
that's where the authentic part
Yeah,
comes
that's where
from.
authentic comes from. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So the church
That's
is the
nice.
name, and we could tag them as well, Authentic Community Church, and
Where are they located at?
they're located in Buena Park. So if anybody's looking for a home church or just a church to visit at, they're in Buena Park. The doors are always open. Everybody's always welcome. Definitely, Pastor Sean and Pastor Mark with Pastora Amanda would always, would love for you guys to would love for you guys to pull up. We could edit that, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
They would love for you guys to pull up, and just visit us, and just if you guys are looking for something to do on Sundays, recommend you guys go to church, man.
That's what's up, man. So besides the running and all that, have you had any success with it lately? Since you got what 2 months? You said you already
Yeah, two
started it.
months, January.
So is there a good community coming out? There's a good base of people
Yeah,
coming out.
yeah. So basically, like everything, you have to plant the seed and keep watering it.
All right.
So before you enjoy the fruits of your labor. Right now, I'm in the watering season. I've planted
Okay.
my seeds, so I'm in the
Okay.
watering season. So yeah, but people have gone out to the hikes and to the runs. They have gone out,
That's what's
and
up.
you don't only have to go with me where I'm at. You can go outside of your own
Yeah.
home
Yeah.
and go to the gym, go to the park near you. And if you feel like you got motivated because of these videos, just tag the page. Tag the page. I'll
Yeah.
repost anything you guys tag. You
Yeah.
guys follow.
Hey,
I'll follow back.
I actually seen some of those. I seen some that
Yeah,
you posted, and people were in the treadmill in the gym,
yeah,
and they just tagged, the Authentic Run
yeah,
Club
yeah,
page. They tagged it on there, and you reposted it, and that's good because, like you said, maybe somebody doesn't have time to go, out there
yeah.
or to
Exactly.
make it or something, So hey, you know what? Let me run by my house,
Yeah,
and at
exactly.
least that gives you out there.
Yeah, exactly.
And like you said, knowing that he motivated you, the club motivated you to go out there, that's a big win for
Yeah,
him.
definitely. That essentially is for everybody just to, like how you said, get out there, get off of our phones, and just enjoy our life, man. Life is going by so fast. We got to be outside sometimes and just enjoy nature.
Yeah. And you have two kids from what I know. Have you brought them along? Have you put them into it
Yes, yes,
or
definitely. I have three
oh,
kids.
three
I
kids.
have
Sorry.
I
Yeah, you
have
do.
yeah, I have three kids, but yeah, I have brought the two little ones, the littles. They have gone with me to the runs. They ran 3 miles that day. Man, I can remember that day like it was yesterday. They were tired the rest of the day. So it was beautiful. They
Yeah.
were tired. My oldest, I have invited him, but he's always on tournaments playing soccer, so he's already getting it in no matter what,
Yeah.
in his field, in
Yeah.
his soccer field, so with his team. So yeah, definitely he has something going on as well. But yeah, they have been going as well. So they'll be going to our next hike in the end of this month, March 23rd. So my kids will be going with me. You guys can take your kids if you guys, feel like you guys can make it. I hope you guys can make it. If anybody needs rides too, I'll be offering rides too
Oh,
for
okay.
yeah for the hikes for the
For the
hikes
hikes.
yeah, for the hikes. 'Cause for the runs, I'll pull up where you're at. Like we could
Yeah.
run around your house
Yeah.
or around the park near your
Yeah.
house. But for the hikes, I know they're a little bit more like
Yeah. They're
out
further out.
further out. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Further
definitely,
drive.
yeah, definitely. I'll be
Yeah. Carpool it, make it easier for
exactly, yeah,
everybody. Like that, you don't
definitely,
have to
yeah,
show up in one car.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah. That's even better for that.
Yes, sir.
All right. And well, one more question I think I had was at the end of everything, say let's you get a good group now, 20, 40, 50, guys, women,
Wow,
kids out
praise
there.
God. Yeah, definitely.
If you get all that group out there, what else is coming? Like what's your bigger future goal for it?
Oh man, that's honestly a good question. Honestly, like I don't think I've gotten that
You
far
haven't gone
out.
that far.
But to be honest, no, that's a very good question so that I can have like the horizon right now is getting like 10 people to show up,
Right,
you
right.
know, and it's men or women can
Mhm.
show up. It's not just men's. Like I do want more fellowship with the men's, but women are always welcome
Invited
too.
as
Yeah,
well.
women, kids are always invited too. But I believe like once I do reach that, have couple of groups, like maybe Bernice can handle the women's, like
Right.
like she can handle the women's running. And if like a lot of women will be mostly like embarrassed to go running because, oh, what about the guys that they'll look at me and they'll like give me a certain stare. and
Right.
and then you get
Yeah.
unmotivated, you get that awkward glance. So if it does grow, I would like for Bernice to handle the women, and then the women have women's
They're
fellowship,
You're right.
and then me take care of the men, and us have our fellowship and run. And because essentially as men, we can't express ourselves the way we do like with another guy, another
Yeah.
homie. We can be open, mess around and whatnot. And then with our women, we're like a certain way. Like
All right.
yeah, it's just
That's true. When you
men will
talk,
understand. Men will
yeah,
understand.
when you sit there and talk,
Yeah,
like if me, you will sit there
yeah.
and talk, we talk way different and
We'll
more
talk deep.
openly
Yeah,
than
exactly.
if
Yeah,
a woman was present. So
yeah.
yeah, and I get that. And then women the same. Women the same. I believe
Exactly.
women sitting there together,
It's vice versa. It's
they'll
vice
talk,
versa.
more openly
Yeah,
amongst other women than
yeah.
amongst men and women, mix.
Yeah,
So
you guys know
that's a
you guys know
good,
what we're talking about, because the
yeah.
women will be talking, and then once the man walks in, the vibe change. Like,
Yeah, yeah, and that's right because there is a lot of
yeah,
women out there who feel how do you say it, like uncomfortable,
yeah,
and
yeah,
they'll feel a certain way by anybody just kind of glancing or staring
yeah,
at them.
exactly.
And that's a good point to bring out. Since Bernice, your girl's gonna be helping you with
Yeah,
it,
definitely. Yeah,
that'd be a good point to bring out. And hey, like, hey, we got a big
yeah.
group now. You
You
take
can
off and
separate
run
them.
with the
Yeah,
girls, and yeah, whenever any girl, females, women want to join you guys, of course,
of
to
course.
join,
Yeah, definitely,
get the
definitely.
whole group together. I mean, do you plan, like, say you do get your 20, 30 people big group, do you plan like having anything else besides run after that? Like say, hey, let's go, kick
Oh
it
yeah.
at the
Oh,
beach
that's
or
that's
do something else besides
definitely
the
no.
run?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, yeah. There's gonna be the run. Before the run, I would like to start off with a prayer. Make sure that everybody's prayed over. We get home the way we get to the meetup. So nobody gets injured. We get the covering of God just to open the ways, and we don't get injured at all. So
Right, yeah.
yeah, because running, if you're
Because
new to it,
hiking,
yeah,
running,
it's,
yeah,
yeah, you could
it's a
get
lot.
injured. You could get injured. Your knees, your
Are you guys
ankles.
doing like stretches beforehand?
Yeah, we could do stretch. We do stretches. We warm up.
Yeah.
Definitely before actually getting active, and yeah, definitely.
Have you brought up like to, like, okay, let's say somebody's new to running and they're not used to running and their health is not that good. Have you ever brought up to them like, hey, get checked out first before running, like health wise?
I
Because
haven't. No, that's
there might be a situation where you're running with somebody and they're get over
yeah,
gassed
gasping.
out,
Yeah, gasping. Yeah,
and then you got to be able to attend them, or they got to be able to know
yeah.
what's going on. You
Essentially,
know.
I believe before they get to that point, like if you just feel like walking, we can walk. Like like don't be scared. Don't be scared. Like, hey, I want to walk. Like, okay, don't be like scared to like open up and like just let it out and say like, hey, you know what, we're going a little too fast. Let's just walk from here,
Yeah.
and we can walk. I don't mind walking. The time, the mile ain't an issue to me. Like, I'm not trying to do 10 minutes, 1 mile in 10 minutes, or eight
Right.
minutes,
Right.
and do 1 mile in 8 minutes.
Right.
We
The
could,
point is just
yeah,
pretty much the point is to get out there and
exactly,
do something healthy
yeah, exactly,
besides
exactly,
being on our phones watching TV
yeah.
or anything else.
That will
It's
come.
is
That will
to
come later. That will
Yeah,
come
I'm
later.
pretty sure
You'll
with the
start build.
time, like
Yeah.
if you started 2 months ago, you probably weren't at where you're at now.
No,
I'm
definitely
pretty
not.
sure a mile for you was gassing you out.
Oh yeah,
Now I'm
definitely.
pretty sure you're like at 3 miles and
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
feeling,
definitely.
gassed out now at 3 miles
Yeah, yeah.
instead of at 1 mile.
Or I would stop at 1 mile. Like, that's it.
Yeah,
At
exactly.
1 mile, that's it. Like, no, I'm already like up to 3, 4 miles, and then I can essentially, work my way up to six,
Right,
7. I haven't got there, but we
right,
will. We will. I
right.
haven't yet, but we will.
Have you? All right. So, for the run club, do you guys plan, like, when you get a good sized group? Do you guys plan to enter any marathons or triathlons or stuff like that? Because I know there's a lot of that out here in the alley area.
Definitely, yeah, for sure. That's already something that we're planning on doing in May. There's a half marathon and a marathon that you can do. There's also walks. There's a walking one that you can walk it. You don't have to just run it. There's a 3K and a 5K. I
Okay.
believe. So those are like just like three to 6 miles. Those right there. 3K is I think
Right.
like 3 miles or something like that.
Right.
I might be
And then you don't
wrong.
even have to run them
Yeah,
all,
you don't have to
right?
run them.
You
You don't
could
have to run
walk
them.
them.
Yeah, I think
I
a
mean,
5K
run,
is pretty
jog
much.
them at least.
Yeah,
Keep a
yeah,
good pace at there.
yeah, yeah. So definitely, we are planning on even us, like even if it's just me, Bernice, and like a couple groups from like a couple friends from the church, like they're wanting to go. I have a buddy of mine that he signed up already. He let me know, and yeah, so me and Bernice are gonna definitely sign up. And once the group gets bigger, man, like yeah, definitely next year for sure, or even this year, who knows?
Yeah.
You know, God knows. But for sure, hopefully next year we have more people, a lot more people, and a group, a big size group with some nice shirts, some nice
Yeah.
hats, you know,
Yeah.
something to represent out there and go for a run. Yeah, definitely
Well, I
hit a
know right now
marathon.
you started it 2 months ago and the weather was pretty bad
Yeah, it's
out
pretty bad.
here, you know.
Yeah,
So I know the weather's gonna get better. So
yeah,
even
definitely,
that, your attendance can get better with
definitely,
more people
definitely.
showing up now since
Summer's
the
coming
weather's
up.
better.
True, true, true. That's
Yeah, you
true.
know.
Yeah, that's definitely true. We yeah, we were definitely gonna do the half marathon though for sure. We're gonna start off there. That's the first
Right.
goal. Half a
Right.
marathon. You know, that's 13 miles. So half the marathon, and then hopefully next year, endurance is already better. You know, our form of running is better. Our group is bigger, and we go for the marathon because dang, that's like gonna be the first time like in my life to ever be doing that. You know,
Oh yeah.
running so many miles. Yeah, I've never done that.
So
A
you never
half.
done
Yeah,
any
nothing like that. Yeah, nothing like that. So it's the
okay.
first time ever in life. Even the half is my first time. You know,
Right.
so that's the first. That's the big stepping stone for me. You
So
know,
this
so
is like also your first time ever doing big runs then also?
big runs. Yeah, man. I
Like
would.
your hikes and everything? Because I know
Yeah,
you play sports as in
yeah,
high school and stuff like that.
definitely.
But I'm sure, you know, after having kids, having to work, having
Yeah,
to, you know, be a dad and everything, I'm sure that's holds you back from your sports
yeah, yeah.
or running or
Exactly.
stuff
Yeah,
like that because
yeah,
you dedicated more time on your
yeah.
kids now
Exactly.
to get
Definitely.
them into sports now,
Yeah,
you know?
definitely. So yeah, I was into sports, but like never did I dedicate like tracking like okay I'm gonna do this amount of miles
Uh-huh.
and go for this goal like even like up to like 10 miles I have never ran like just 10 miles straight you know so
Right.
I possibly done it like you know like when you go like to a theme park like either Universal Studios and like
Yeah. Disneyland.
Disneyland you know
Man,
you're just
Disneyland is walking
yeah but you're
a
walking you know
lot.
or even us that we golf you know at the
Yeah.
golf course
Oh
we'll
yeah.
do some miles you know we'll do some
Yeah.
miles but it's not intentional
No.
like just that like you're there
Yeah.
for something else too
Yeah.
so
So it
and
distracts you
yeah,
from
yeah,
that walk or that
exactly.
running.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
when you have to
Yeah,
motivate yourself and set your mind to that
to
run,
that,
it's a
yeah,
different ball
it's a
game.
different ball game. Yeah, so definitely gonna start that. Gonna start there for sure. The half marathon,
That's what's up.
this year in May in OC. So it's like in Anaheim. It's in Anaheim. In
Okay,
Anaheim. Yeah.
that's good, man. Um, anything you would like to put out there, you know, to the fellow men that you like, something that motivated you, something that you can send to them that hopefully it can motivate them to get into
Yeah,
the run
man.
club, or not even into the run club, but just in a healthier lifestyle.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely. To be honest, if you're a man out there and like you're struggling with anything mentally, any battles that you guys are going through, you guys know the battles you guys go through in your day to day life. I just suggest you speak to somebody, man. Speak to your brother. If you have a brother, speak to your homies, speak to your neighbors, speak to somebody at work, man. Like just open up and you just hate to see that the suicide rate for men in the United States has gone drastically up, man. Just because we're caught under the stigma that we can't open up, we shouldn't talk about things, we shouldn't express ourselves. It's one thing to complain about stuff that you're going through, and it's another thing to just express and decompress. You know, like you're just gonna decompress yourself and let it out. Like, you know, it's not necessarily a bad thing to do, but like if you're in a bad attitude, complaining, why me, why this, why that, that's something I don't agree with at all. But if you're like, I'm stressed out, I'm tired, I don't know how I'm gonna get through this. Have you done this before? How do I see the light at the end of this tunnel? You know, like essentially, man, go out and get help if you need it. If you don't, I mean, I feel like we all need help. We all need help at some point in our life. And I didn't have anybody there like to be there for me growing up. So that's another reason why I felt like, you know, like the man should open up as well, because I grew up without a father. So being at church basically has helped me a lot. Getting closer to God has helped me a lot. He has been the father to the fatherless. You know, he has been guiding me, providing for me. Everything that I am right now is thanks to him. And honestly, it's just awesome that I have a church to go to. So I recommend that as well, going to the nearest church as well. And man, like, just we would hate to get a phone call. I know you would hate to get a phone call or a text that, hey, so and so, like, off themselves because
Yeah,
and what, I was just talking to him not so long ago. He
yeah,
seemed fine. He seemed fine. How are you? Oh, I'm fine.
yeah.
I'm good. I'm
We
chilling. I'm chilling.
we actually in my family we had a situation like that. An uncle of mine,
So
he
my
did he
condolences. My
took
condolences.
himself out years ago.
Dang,
He was
it's
young,
sad.
soccer player, really good soccer player when he was a kid. He went even to play in Barcelona. He played for the
Wow.
Barcelona team here in LA, and he went to Barcelona to go play out there, try out and everything.
Yeah,
He was young. I
we
mean,
don't
and
understand the stress.
it hurt a lot to the family. Everybody in the family hurt because of the way it happened. Like you said,
Yeah,
instead of reaching out and having some help, and they always say running, doing a sport, doing something is a stress reliever.
definitely.
So I know if you're stressed out, if you're having
Yeah,
issues, check out his link, check out his page on Instagram, and see when the runs out there. And say maybe when one day you're getting off work or you're at home and you're stressing, and you come up on his page and see he's running today, and hey, you can get out there, blow
yeah,
some steam. You
exactly.
know,
Yeah,
Rosenstein just running, or even if you need to talk, I know he's a good
yeah.
listener.
What,
I know he's a good listener. I
definitely.
know he's a good dude, and I know he's
Thank you, bro.
gonna listen
Thank
to
you, brother.
you, without even question. No questions asked, no nothing. Just sometimes everybody needs that,
Definitely.
and I know a lot of men need that. And get out there, reach out to him. I'm gonna put all the links on at the end of the page. You'll see all the links in the bottom to his Instagram page and to anything that you guys want to hit him up with, hook up with him to run to talk. I know he's available. He's out here in the LA area. Lives in Paramount, so anywhere out here would be good for you guys to hit him up. Get out there, do something healthy, bring your son along. If you're having a bad relationship with your son,
That
I'm
too.
pretty sure
Definitely.
bringing your son
Definitely.
along, doing an activity instead of just sitting at home and watching him play his game or something. Bring him out. Try to get him out to do an activity with you. That's probably bonds right there.
Yeah.
That'll be a good bond for
Yeah.
you and your son.
Yeah,
If he's not
definitely.
into a sport kind of kid, maybe you guys don't even have to run. You guys can come out there and walk with him.
Yeah,
You know,
definitely.
I'm sure that'll help. A lot for some parents who don't have a good way of communicating with their kids.
Yeah.
Maybe some do, some don't.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly. No, there's a lot of cases that a lot of I have a lot of homies that speak about, like, oh, I lived with my dad, but they didn't have the good relationship. They didn't have the best relationship growing up. They didn't have that bonding. So definitely this guy. Um, yeah, I think I wanted to add, bro. You could edit it, right?
Mhm.
For the you said that we could link up like after the runs too. We will be linking up after the runs, having like breakfast, coffees, matchas, whatever you guys are into, brunches. After the run, that's what we run for. We run to go eat our carbs, to go get our calories in, and just be able to enjoy that. Because if you're just enjoying that, eating, and you're not, you know, doing anything about it, then
Yeah,
it's just
that's
unhealthy. It's just unhealthy.
that's
But
good.
we want to get out there and go for a run, and then fill ourselves up with some food, man. So
Yeah,
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 definitely
that'd be
get
good to
out
get out
there.
there. Get
Yeah,
first thing is getting out there.
yeah,
The first
exactly,
step is to get out there, reach out, talk to Tito, Alberto, and he'll communicate with you guys, and you guys can get out there and do this connection to live a better life, healthier lifestyle.
definitely. Thank
So,
you.
any last words you like to say to everybody?
Just I really appreciate your time and the thought of interviewing me, and just being part of the next podcast as well.
All right.
And anybody out there listening, man, like I said, man, just go ahead and reach out, man. Reach out. We're men.
Mm-hmm.
We can understand each other, and no judgment. No judge. It's a free zone out here, So
Right.
yeah, man. Just
That's one of the reasons why I wanted to connect with him because on this podcast was because there's not when I started seeing his Instagram and seeing what the goal and everything was to get men out there, to open up, talk, and helps. It helps out. because you always need some kind of help as a guy, because we all think we're macho man, and we don't want to tell the next guy this because he's gonna look at us like we're weak.
Yeah,
And you know
exactly.
what? I think being weak is not saying nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
So get out there, hit them up. Uh, Everything will be on the link on the links on the bottom. Make sure you guys subscribe to the page. Make
Yes,
sure you guys
sir.
subscribe to Life and Chava
Yep.
Junior.
Thank
Make
you.
sure you
Thank
guys
you.
subscribe to my YouTube channel,
Yes, sir. Don't
and
forget.
also go follow and like and DM this guy on Authentic Run Club Instagram page, which I will post everything.
Thank you
On
guys.
to the next
Appreciate
one,
it.
guys. See you guys.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you, man. Yeah, good shit right here.
And